Hey guys, this is Maximum X Gamer, welcome back. This is a quick user video to help you guys discover how to accumulate extra cash within the game. It's a little exploit which I found and I thought I'll show you guys. So make sure that you're in the right part of the world. You need to head to Novigrad, and I've tried to illustrate where on the map you need to be. So when you get to Novigrad, you head to one of the largest cities on the map. In order to exploit the little loophole, you need to head straight to the Hierarch Square. Now as soon as you enter the square for the first time, you would see a cutscene, and it's not really a spoiler, but you would see two people being burnt at the stake for being witches. But I will take this opportunity to use those as markers on the map. So on the left hand side of one of the burnt sites is the bank, and it's very obviously marked, but it's not actually illustrated on the map itself unless you go close to the actual location, and then it comes up. So and then when you leave the location, the map marker disappears as well. So just next to the two pits where the witches were burnt, on the left hand side there is the bank, and on the right hand side is another location which is the armory. So you need to keep those two things in mind. So now head on over to the merchant. And now this merchant stands next to a market stall which has hanging salamis in the background. It's the only one in the place, and so it's quite an obvious marker. So it's the chap not actually cutting the meat in the background, but it's the one standing in front. So he will be there during daylight hours. So all you need to do is go to him and purchase as many of his shells. So he has two types of shells, so you need to buy each one, and each time you buy them he depletes his stock. All you need to do is come out and then go back in, and he will have a fresh stock. Now it ranges from between 9 to 12, sometimes a little bit more, but yeah, so basically all you need to do is keep buying it. Okay, so once you've purchased the items, you need to then head over to the armorer, and the reason for that is because you need to dismantle the items that we've just purchased. So the only person who can do that is the armorer. So head over to the armorer and choose the option for dismantling the item, and so choose dismantle, and then choose the shells, and it dismantles it, and inside you'll find pearls. There's white pearl and then there's the black pearl. Both of them are very high in value and worth a lot. Once you've got that, then you need to head over to the third part of this exploitation. So as I said, I'm using the two pits as a marker. So when you come out from the armory, on your right hand side there's a path. Right, get to the path, and then it's literally just a straight run. When you come to a fork in the road, there's an arch on the left, and you need the path to the right. You come to another little path where there's normally a horse drinking water from a little fountain. You need to turn left there. Then you'll see another arch which has two horses on top. So as long as you keep these markers in mind, this run is quite straightforward. Then you come to a little well on the left hand side. Normally women are washing their clothes there. Run past that and you come under another arch, and straight ahead there's this red distinctive marquee. Now this is the pawn shop, the only one in the city, and it's run by a loan shark. He's quite a devious character, but for our purposes there's an item that he sells, and only he sells, that we want, and this is part 3 of the exploitation. So once you enter, again this guy only works during the day. Speak to him. Once you go into his menu, you need to buy something that's referred to as florins. And florins are currency, but the currency is doesn't show up as currency, it just shows up as an item in your inventory. So you go and you purchase as much as he has, and then you sell your pearls. So he normally has quite a lot of currency, and I've been building up because I've been buying and selling from him. So what you do, you sell all your pearls, and it slowly builds up, and then you come out of the menu and you go back in, and it replenishes its stock, and it also replenishes the florins currency. So what you do is you just, like previously with the merchant, you just keep coming back out and you buy as much as you can afford to buy these florins, and then you sell your pearls to accumulate the money. So there's a little loop here, and like I said, it all depends on how long you want to spend doing this. The longer you spend doing this, the more money you will accumulate. So once you've finished this purchase, what you need to do is to head back to the square. Now, the same as on the way here, the path is pretty straightforward. Just remember the markers, the 2 horses on the top of the arches, and the well on the right hand side now, and the horse standing next to the waterfall on the left hand side. And just as you run past, and the more times you do it, the more you remember it. Slow the video down, I will put up the markers, and so hopefully it would help you. And once you get back to the square, you need to head back to, it's literally straight ahead of you. You need to head to what's referred to as Vivaldi's bank. Now that's the thing I showed you right at the beginning. Now this is where we get the payoff of all our efforts. When you go to this dwarf, he's the only one who does this. He will convert your florins to the crowns, which is the current currency that the game uses. So you ask him, and it's one of the options on the choices, and he will convert your florins to crowns, and that's where the payoff is. So the more florins you buy from the loan shark, the more you can then convert into crowns, which is where the value is. So if you do that for, like, say an hour, or however long you want to do it, you can exploit this little loophole as much as you want, as long as it's during the daylight hours, where the merchant still stays out there, the armory will still be there, and then the bank is still open. And you can keep doing this again and again and again, and accumulate as much crowns as you want, and then you can buy as much armory and other items you want from the game. Well guys, I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed accumulating this money, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up. Any questions, please ask them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Check out my other videos. This is Maximum X Gamer signing out.